this coffee? No. This is coffee.
Hello?
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 Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? If you cannot, hold on. Hello all, says Daniel Schmidt. Hi Daniel. But we need to know, can you hear us? I need something. I need a marker to write if you can hear us.
Let
us know.
We're getting hellos.
Hello. Hello.
Yay. Okay. We couldn't hear the intro music, and now it doesn't. I feel off. I don't like it.
I know. I need a little bossa nova to get me friggin' going for this thing.
I agree. I don't feel in the right headspace now. I haven't heard the music.
Yeah, they can hear you.
They can hear us.
Aaron, did you hear the intro theme song? I'm hoping you were able to. If not, I apologize, because then everybody else is probably in the same boat. They're all just feeling...
What the heck's going on?
Feeling down in the dumps, because they missed such a great, energetic theme song.
The only Zenoscope stream theme song.
That's true. All right, Aaron says he heard it. I'll take it. Cheers to you, Aaron. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you to everybody for being our eyes and the ears in the field.
What did you do this weekend, Noah?
Hot! I went to a wedding. It was a lovely reception. Everybody was great. However, the real highlight, the real treasure, other than the love of two people in a monogamous relationship, are friggin' secret caverns. Look, pull up the picture. Hell yeah. So my girlfriend and I were up near Albany this past weekend, and we were driving to a wedding, and on our way to the wedding, we saw all these signs for this place called Secret Caverns, which I'm guessing is, it's been featured on, Roadside America and, Weird New York, all those types of strange kind of like roadside attraction type things. But what really drew us in was the signage, because look at some of those. Undefeated champion of the earth, Secret Caverns. Secret Caverns, 4 out of 5 dentists prefer our cavity. Read what's the one above that one say? Secret Caverns, nature's work of art. Oh, that was nice though. There were some other crazy ones though, like See Your Destiny. That's what the place actually looks like. The whole place is gosh darn bat mount. And you open it up and you go inside, and when they turn the lights on, the eyes of the bat turn red. And it was just like, have you ever seen Gravity Falls?
Yeah, not really.
You've never seen...
I've seen a few episodes, but...
It is 100% Mystery Shack for anybody out there who's seen Gravity Falls. So I was over the moon because it's everything that, gets my gears turning. Mm-hmm. It is like, kind of like, I don't know, plywood painted artwork, crazy signage that's just way like too much information and like so much art involved. I got this cool little print while I was there. Look at that. Ooh. In a Hot Flips top loader, no less.
Oh.
But look at that. Look how friggin' insane that is.
Wait, hold on. We gotta do it.
Hot Flips. Hot Flips! Sponsored by. Hell yeah. But the place was just insane. I don't know. Honestly, the cavern itself, if you're Secret Caverns and you're watching this endorsement, cover your ears, it was all right. It was more so the novelty. Yeah, because it was insane. Again, you're driving down the road, you see these crazy friggin' signs with these cavemen wearing sunglasses and vampire bats. And the one that really did us in was, I couldn't find it online, but it was an eyeball and it was crying a waterfall. And it was like, your destiny awaits at Secret Caverns. And I was... And I will say, too, we also visited, while we were there in New York, a place called House Caverns. And House Caverns was much bigger, much more professional. Like, they have a friggin' budget. You know?
I guess this leads into Aaron's question. Are they caverns or are they just creepy death shacks?
So there were creepy death shacks, but they were actual caverns. So we went down a few stories worth of stairs And we were actually underground in these crazy wet caverns with stalactites, which hang from the ceiling, and stalagmites, which form on the ground.
There you go.
And drip walls, no, flow walls. See, I learned it was educational too, right? But then no, there actually is an underground 100-foot waterfall. The tour guides were super cool. The whole place was awesome. Again, I just love the friggin' side of the road mystery. Like, I don't know, it's just goofy and crazy, and I love everything about it. But I will have to say my one thing, and then I'll stop and you can talk for the first time. But Howe's Cavern, the guy who found it was called like something Howe's, right? Like we'll call him John Howe's. I don't know. I wasn't listening that hard. But John Howe's discovered Howe's Cavern because he had a bunch of cows that were hanging out in the fields, and they kept going to this one cool spot. And so there was this cool air coming out of the rocks. And Howe was like, oh shit, this goes deep. There's a cave under here. So he named it Howe's Caverns, and he built this whole freaking thing around it, gave people tours and everything. The problem is, Howe didn't discover it. The cows discovered it. Howe just jumped on board and was like, nah, this is my cave. I discovered it. What I appreciated about Secret Caverns was they had a monument dedicated to the original founders of the cave, which were 2 cows that fell in the hole by accident and died. And so they have these 2 cow skulls with little mining helmets on that say, ode to the first explorer, or something like that. So they truly are like, nah, you know who found this cave? 2 cows that were walking and just kind of fell in and broke their necks. But they didn't go and name it, you know, Howe's Cavern. They didn't go and name it Jim's Cave. They gave the cows some credit. Howe didn't give the cows nothing.
Interesting.
That's what I did. Good night, everybody.
Sounds like a spooky adventure. And you're leaving me. Wow. All right.
I talked enough for this episode.
I was gonna use it as a transition because is spooky adventure. You know how else you can go on a spooky adventure? If you get a sticker from the 13 Days of Halloween.
What?
Whoa! Oh my gosh, should we delete the graphic? No, we didn't.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
The 13 Days of Halloween is still going on now. Any order at enescope.com will get you a sticker to put on your sticker board. Every sticker is associated with a prize. You could win lots of different things. You can win discount codes. You can win a free graphic novel, free art prints, free variant covers, original art, metal cards, showcases. Or you could win the grand prize trip to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, Florida. I was gonna use my weekend as the transition into it, but I felt like we didn't have any Zenoscope yet.
What did you do this weekend?
I went to well, first I watched the Phillies. Go Phils! Guess who's going to the World Series? Our team.
All right, go. What's their name again?
The Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh,
not that difficult.
The Philadelphia Phillies. Damn, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
How did you come up with that one? I will say I lost $1 on the Shan game because I bet that Pat Shan.
You would know that
Yeah.
the Phillies were named the Phillies. Yes, I also lost that $1 as well.
Shout out to Pat Shan, who just got back from Eroticon this weekend promoting his new book.
I did see that.
Hell yeah, looks like he had a cool time. But you this weekend, Phillies,
Yeah.
something happened.
Oh, and then I went to the Eastern State Penitentiary and did the spooky stuff. There was like 5 different tours. And I actually had a really, really good time. So I would totally go to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando if I had the chance.
You don't even know what Halloween Horror Nights is.
It's like Amber talked about it on MCW. She's
What
like,
is it?
super fun. It's like a haunted festival kind of thing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You don't know what a haunted horror festival is.
Okay.
You don't know what it is. What is this universal what you're talking about. Oh, I also watched a TV show on Netflix this weekend. I plowed through it called The Watcher. Not to be confused with the Zenescope Watcher graphic novel. Completely unrelated, same name though.
Gotcha.
Didn't like it. My complaint with it is that it's based off of a true story, like a cold case file, and it's an unsolved cold case file.
No.
What?
What happened? What? I looked in the treasure chest and there's no treasure in it.
You said that you put some treasure in the treasure chest.
Yeah, where'd it go?
I didn't put nothing in there. Are you kidding me?
Is this it?
Is this a bit?
Is this? That's what I'm asking.
Are you doing a bit? When did you put something in there?
I put my stuff in there. I swear. Did I? Noah, is this a bit?
This is not a bit.
It's not.
Maybe it's the Watcher. Oh, please. Oh, please. Get. Oh, my gosh.
Oopsies.
Oops. Hey, Casey, what do you got in that treasure chest?
Oh, boy. I don't know.
Not on. Friggin' unbelievable.
Listen, I'm a little off today.
A little off because those Phils, they're getting bills. They're out on the field grabbing kills. And they're
right.
showing on TV that they also got some skills.
Oh my god, David Wall said it's a bit.
It's not a bit, David. She truly forgot where she put them. Let's not talk about it. Let's just move on.
I'm sorry I blamed you. I was like, no, where'd you put it? I thought it was a bit. I'm sorry. You do a lot of bits.
Yeah, I know. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? There's never been... Actually, do they know that you stole a ceiling tile?
Stop! I didn't steal a ceiling
Casey
tile.
stole a ceiling tile in the office. If you come into the Zenescope Studios in Horsham, Pennsylvania, you'll find that there's a ceiling tile missing. And there is a sticky note conveniently placed next to the hole that is now there that says, I owe you one ceiling tile. Signed, Casey.
Okay, that sticky note does exist, but it was forgery, and
that's the thing, is all of these sticky notes, every time something happens around the office, there's a sticky note that explains that it was Casey who did it, and it's signed by Casey, and it's on Casey's letterhead, and it's all over the freaking place, and every time that she does it, she goes, oh, that wasn't me. I didn't do it. Like one time, she was giving away free sticky notes, and she had a sticky note on her desk that said, hey guys, have some free sticky notes on me, love Casey. And then she got pissed off because I took a bunch of sticky notes off her desk. And I said, well, you put the sticky note there.
Yeah, but as you could tell, it didn't match my handwriting. Once again, forgery.
There was also...
There you go, Brian's got it. Signed by Casey in Noah's handwriting.
Oh, no, I have very distinct handwriting.
It is very distinct.
I have very distinct handwriting, and I think we can both agree that the handwriting on the sticky note was not mine. This is the real Netflix true crime story. This is the real Watcher. This is better than the Netflix Watcher. This is real. Who is putting sticky notes up around the office, blaming Casey and trying to make Casey think that she's crazy?
Who knows? It's truly
there was also
mystery to all of us.
A sticky note that Casey wrote to herself said, "Don't believe her. Don't believe his lies."
From Casey.
From Casey.
With
what does that mean?
Very distinct handwriting.
I don't understand. Anyway, what did you pull from the treasure chest, Casey?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So, I don't know if we're allowed to share, but I've done it anyways. I've put in the treasure chest.
Do it!
Devil's Road is in office. It's in-house.
It's in!
I will say, though, the boxes aren't in-house. So
no boxes. We got a book, no box.
We gotta put. It's a box set. We need a box for the set.
First, you get the books.
You got the set.
First, you get the books. Then you get the box. Then you get the power.
But it was just wanted to give an update on the Kickstarter, as many have been asking. So the books are in.
Okay.
And then
gang.
I went through a little bit of the damage bin, and I pulled some pretty fire picks from the damage bin.
Remo.
So I think I can tell this one is a little very damaged.
Curved.
But this is one of my favorite pocket monsters.
See, I don't know if that works because everybody knows that is a shorthand for pocket monsters, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure that Pokemon is derived from pocket monsters. I could be wrong.
All right.
Because when you get like the Japanese cards, or the cards that have all the crazy like blasts on the back, doesn't it say pocket monsters?
The really old ones did. But
let's call them catch 'em cosplays.
Catch 'em cosplays.
That's what they're listed on.
All right. Yay, Jason, the Phillies are going to the World
Hey, the Phillies are going to World Series. Go, Phils! You know, I just want to give all of the Philadelphia Phillies the biggest, warmest regards, 1,000 million welcomes to the Philadelphia Phillies. I never had a doubt in my mind, people. I've been with them all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Go, Phils! Go, Phils! With a Z. A Zenoscope.
Pick number 2, the Dawn Fatigue lingerie cover.
Oh!
I know the topless one actually sold out really, really quickly. And I thought it had more spine dents in it than I originally, like when I picked it up. But really, I'm only seeing 2 very little tiny ones and a color break. So unfortunately, it went in the damage bin. But fortunately for me, it now sits on my desk.
You just gotta understand, sometimes we get some real, like, particular customers that are looking for a specific grade.
Hey, Noah.
What's up? Where are the Mets? Losing, like they do every year. They can't friggin', I don't even, what was the guy's name that I was rooting for in the bar? Who was Alonzo? Alonzo was carrying the friggin' team on his back!
There's this one video, I think it was like a TikTok I saw, where this guy was interviewing a Mets fan, and he's like, what's the worst part about being a Mets fan? And he said, May through September.
Nice. Ba-da-boo! Nah. Alonzo!
And then I already pulled it off, but you can see the bag said damaged on it.
Let me take a look at this.
I've yet to find the damage.
Oh, I'll find it damaged.
Well, I didn't look very hard.
Oh, I'm gonna look hard.
Oh, there it is. But
aha! There it is!
The world's tiniest break.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's a score. Because you would never know unless it was out of the bag to begin with.
Oh, I don't even think there's a color break in it.
No, but it's definitely a crease.
It's a crease, but...
Again, enough that somebody, you know, you never want to give anybody a reason to complain.
I agree.
But no, I would say that those are all some solid pulls.
Solid pulls from the damage bin.
So I will say, I read an interesting article online that said that Phillies winning the World Series is directly linked to financial crisis in America. Because there was a recession in 2008, and I guess when did they win the world? Because they won.
2008, they won the world.
And they've won twice, right?
They went to the World Series in 2009, but they didn't win.
When was before 2008? Do you know when they previously won?
That's a J question.
Because somebody was saying that there was also a financial crash whenever they had won previously. I don't remember when it was.
And then people are saying there might be a recession coming, so
I don't know what the correspondence is between the Phillies and, you know, America's banking system, but something's up.
Speaking of the Phillies, to get it back on Zenoscope, I actually had somebody message the Zenoscope account and ask about, like, they're like, I love all things Philadelphia sports, and I know you guys have lots of coverage. Can you send me, like, all of them? So me and Dave tried to put together a list of all of them.
All the sports or all the Phillies? Like all the Pennsylvania teams?
They won in 1980 and 2008, Brian says.
So was there a recession in 1980? If someone who was alive in that time Can tell us, please. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
remember the 80s, unfortunately.
I do. They were crazy. Well, that's the problem. Is I was alive during the 80s, but I don't remember much of them.
Mm.
Let's just say that we were all having a good time.
Oh, yeah. Robert Pete asked a really good question. Do damaged books reduce the limited print count? Sometimes, very rarely, no. Because there's always like a few extra, like maybe 5 that are printed just in case anything gets damaged.
Which they do. But I mean, even most of the time, if you have something damaged, it's still like there were 300 of this printed.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not going to change that 300 books were printed.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to change how many are in the circulation. So like it'll definitely, be a little bit more difficult. But you might as well just pretend that, they went to a comic book store and got dinged up and tossed in a dollar bin somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, yes, the 80s was a recession. Scott
Cwcan. Thank you, Scott. Again, the 80s, they were pretty wild. We were all rocking out to Steely Dan and watching the Wonder Years. What friggin' great times. Reagan was in office. You remember that? Remember Reagan?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Ronald Reagan? He was a trip, man.
Uh-huh.
People were listening to hip hop. Remember that?
I think people still do that now.
That was crazy. They were breakdancing on cardboard boxes in the streets. It was wild time to be alive, everybody. Tracksuits.
You know what was a
padded
wild
shoulders.
Time?
High socks.
That was a wild time.
Reading this comic, did you read it?
I did read it.
Ah, all right.
Woo!
So we learned in between Robin Hood origin,
Yeah.
check. Robin Hood wanted, check. However, in between volumes 1 and 2, there's a little side story conveniently presented for you in a one-shot, oversized, single-issue comic book. There also is a picture that I uploaded to the drive that you should be able to click on. That might be able to give them a better look at home.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ah, there it is. So, boom,
I love
look at that.
cover, actually.
Yes, that is a very nice cover. Written by Pat Shand also, but this kind of connects the dots a little bit and just fills you in on what Robin Hood was doing between the events of Origin and Wanted. And then what happens is, spoiler alert, if you've been watching previously on Coffee with Casey and Noah, which I imagine you have, you'll have learned that Wanted ends with
A bit of a cliffhanger.
She's dropped into prison. Basically, her enemy wins. She's dropped into prison. She's powerless, and it's effed. She's rocking a hard place. But Legend picks up, and she's out of prison. Now, they make mention, too, like how she got out, but it doesn't take place within the contents of those 3 graphic novels. So, if you want to learn how she got out, you need to read Realm Agents, Volume 1, and that is what I recommend that we read for our next book.
Okay.
Unless you had something spooky for Halloween, but...
I forget what I had. I know I definitely had something spooky, but we started off the month with the Grim Tales of Terror, the Halloween special.
Right.
Which basically it's 5 Grim Tales of Terror issues. But if you have the hardcovers, you actually have everything that's in there. There's, I think, 2 from issue 1 and 3 from issue 2, or vice versa. I'm not really sure. But it definitely has people's favorites in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's the Monkey's Paw, the Black Cat.
Oh, the special edition.
Boogeyman. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it had the favorites.
So I'm just saying, I would like to...
Can I unspoil?
Yeah, you can unspoil. Thank you. I personally would like to go... I want to read Realm Agents, and after Realm Agents, I want to read Legend.
Okay.
That's my Noah Mitchell desire.
Okay.
That is what I want.
Sounds good. So what'd you think about Robin Hood versus Red Riding?
No, I liked it. It's
I did
always
too.
it's always tricky when you have superheroes coming, to meet each other.
Mhm.
They're in two different worlds, and it's kind of like, butting heads. I thought that Pat did a fantastic job going between the inner dialogue of the two characters.
Mhm.
So you have two different text boxes, different colors, different symbols to represent who's thinking,
Yeah.
and then going back and forth between Red Agent and Robin Hood.
Mhm.
Now,
Which I think also would have to be on the letterist as well. But,
oh yeah, I'm sure. But I mean, just in general.
Thank you, Jim Campbell.
Thank you, Jim Campbell. But I mean, like the idea that Pat is writing the inner dialogue and it's going back and forth, and it's showing how these miscommunications are happening. She's talking about killing King John. Meanwhile, Red Hood is talking about killing whatever the king was, the boss in the real world, in reality.
Mhm.
So they're getting the people confused, and they're just continuing to butt heads because of this miscommunication. So I appreciated that Pat was kind of able to set it up so it was a realistic like blunder. Like, whoa, oh, okay, like gotcha, they did some crappy stuff to you and that's why you killed them. You're not just some psychopath. Or you're not from Nottingham, even though you're dressed up like a fantasy character. I thought you were trying to get revenge from the Mist, remember?
Ah, Philly goose.
Bunch of knuckleheads they were.
Did you have were you kind of cheering for Robin Hood, or were you cheering for Red Riding Hood?
I'm not cheering for it. The best crossovers are where personally, my favorite crossovers are the ones where nobody wins, right? Like when they originally did King Kong versus Godzilla, if I remember correctly, King Kong won in the American version, and then in the Japanese version, Godzilla won. But
makes sense.
Yeah, World's Finest. So Superman the Animated Series had a 2-episode or a 3-episode story arc where they brought Batman over from the Batman animated series into Superman the Animated Series. And with him is villains. But it's kind of like they're butting heads. Who's going to win, Batman versus Superman? And then they're like, no, we got to team up. We got to take on Lex and we got to take on the Joker. It's just been a miscommunication. We're on the same team. We're best buddies. World's Finest, dude. So I felt like it was very similar in the aspect of Robin Hood has her intentions, Red Agent has her intentions, they're butting heads, and then it kind of ends in a stalemate. It's like, you better not do it again. They're like, Batman's like, I got my eye on you. It's like, I know where to find you, Superman. But we're all right. We're good.
Did you read the Grim Spotlight Iron Maiden with the Black Knight?
That had a very similar kind of vibe, too, because the Iron Maiden's just trying to dish out punishment, how she deems it. So again, kind of just two people with two different motivations going at it.
Very similar.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Good job, guys. I will say it makes me want to read more Red Riding Hood.
I agree.
So I'm interested in finding out what I have to do next is, what Red Riding Hood story comes before this one? Is there a direct, Red Riding Hood storyline that I can follow? I got to figure that out.
How does she become Red Agent? So many questions.
Exactly. I got answers. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. What time we got here? How much time we got left?
It's 1:30.
It's 1:30 right now.
Exactly right now. Eastern time.
Tune in next Monday where we might be doing some fun Halloween giveaway.
Ooh.
You're going to have to check back to find out. But if you're looking to win some really cool prizes that are not available to purchase anywhere, come back next Monday. Check it out.
I'm excited because we were going to do one today, but then we were like, you know what? Let's do a big Halloween episode.
We'll save it for Halloween.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't get permission to actually give anything away. So I probably, and that's the other thing too, is I looked to see if you could find them online. Because otherwise I was just going to say like, hey, I'll give everybody a discount, and they can go buy it for free online. Because again, I found that in the box of comics that I say it all the time. I'm just cleaning the office and I keep finding crap.
Mhm.
So this was in my pile of crap that I found.
Mhm.
I also found a bunch of other really cool crap that I want to make sure I'm able to give away,
Mhm.
because otherwise it should be going into archives and being locked behind doors where prying eyes and twitchy fingers can't take it.
Mm. Scott Cookson has a really good comment. He said an online chronological reading list would be cool.
Yes, it would, Scott. Yes, it would.
But I'm just gonna put it out there. I found some new documents on the drive. Stay tuned, Scott. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hell yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say anymore, but stay tuned. Announcement time.
Announcement. NCW is this Wednesday, so stay tuned. That's coming up later this week. Thursday is Movie Club.
Woo, Trick or Treat. Have you seen it yet?
I have not. I have never seen it before. Actually.
Neither have I.
No, this is one where I'm up for it. I'm game.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it is. As far as I'm aware, it's like an anthology series. Like there's multiple stories, I think.
I'm not sure. Amber and Dave actually started talking about it like out of the blue on NCW, and then I just like put the graphic up, and they're like, "Oh, this wasn't a promo, but
Right.
sure,
Hell yeah,
go
All
see
right.
what everyone else thinks on October 27th."
I'll go give it a watch.
So yeah, it's the movie of the month.
Better than the Watcher, not the Zenoscope Watcher.
Mhm.
I'm just so pissed off. You got to understand. Like I gave them 7 hours of my life that I'm not going to get back. And they had me for like the first couple hours. It's the same thing that happened with Haunting of Hill House. Because I gave them, 10 hours? There was like 10 episodes. So I gave them 10 hours of my life I'll never get back. And I was so stoked and excited right up until episode 10. And they build you up and they build you up and they build you up. And then they go, ugh. And then I'm looking over like, the hell? This is it? All this build-up and anticipation for what? For who? Bunch of bull crap. And so it was the same thing with The Watcher. And you watch it, go find out for yourself. But I guess got to tell you, I'm so pissed off and so disappointed. And I'm okay with. Never mind. I won't talk about the ending. But I'm just gonna say
Don't be disappointed. You could read The Watcher.
You could read The Watcher from Zenoscope. It's only 3 issues, and it's far better. You could also read the Cold Case, like New Yorker article that this TV series was based on. It's only 20 pages, and it's a lot better than the show. I'm pissed. I'm angry. Now the more I talk about it, the more furious I get. And the more furious I get, the more views keep coming up. So I just got to keep
angry.
I just got to keep blasting this TV show. How dare they subvert my expectations? Bunch of bastards.
I'm sorry, Noah.
It's all right. I should have watched Andor. I should have gone back to Secret Caverns and just stayed there. Speaking of, caves are a very cool place. I would love to make a house in a cave. And then cavemen have the right idea. It's nice and cool. It's like always like 50 something degrees. You got ample water. You don't got to worry. Only thing you got to worry about are some bats, but they don't mind nobody. They don't give nobody no harm. What's a bat ever done?
Well, don't some people think it's speculated that the pandemic was from a bat? Isn't that a speculation? I don't want to get political.
I ain't never heard that.
But
I ain't never heard that. I thought it was from a pangolin.
A pangolin?
Oh yeah, you didn't think it was a pangolin?
Unfortunately, I did not know it was a pangolin.
Yeah, the pangolin said, you know what? I'm tired of no one understanding us pangolins. Go to google.com, pop a Google right now for a pangolin. Let me take a look at this creepy guy. He's like an armadillo, but I don't like him. Armadillos are cool as hell. This guy, not cool at all. And you can tell that he's the kind of guy that would create some world-ending, Pangolins!
I can't believe Matthew Gray just came in for pangolas. You made it for what?
Phew!
For pangolas.
Matthew, thank God you're here. These pangolins, they're getting out of hand. Puffins, good. pangolins. Penguins. Good. I think they're called pangolas.
I have no idea.
You gotta Google it right now.
Later.
No, right now while we're on the screen.
No.
Please. Please. I just want to see a pangola. And I want to make sure it's called a pangola. Oh, that is not a pangola. Who the hell is this guy?
Count Pangula.
No. What the hell is this? What is that guy?
All right. Well.
No. We're figuring this out. Give it heat.
No.
I'm assuming direct control. I gotta find out who the hell this little gremlin is that's going around. They got these weird little paws.
Pegula? Pendula?
Pegula. Jessica Pegula. She's a tennis player. No.
Oh.
Armadillo-like creature with scales. Pangolin.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this guy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, Brian got it.
Brian got it. Thank you, Brian. It's a pangolin. I'm sure they're cute. I'm sure they're nice. But I don't know. It could be bats. It could be pangolins. It could be nothing. It could be something. It could be everything. Who's to say? I'm tired of it, whatever it is.
I think those are all our announcements. We already did the 13 days of Halloween.
Let's do it again.
13 days of Halloween.
13 days Halloween sticker fun. Get haunted with a fill in line and win a trip to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2023. Click on the next slide. Quick, go.
We only have 7 days left.
You only have 7 days left, so do it right now. Go home today. Go home. Go to your local public library and find one of their computers and sign up and create an account to make sure that you can use it so that they can track your history to make sure that you're not doing anything bad on the public computers, because why would you? They're public computers. Kids go to the library and use that stuff too, a-hole. So go to the library, register for an account, give them your card at the front desk, then use their computer, then go to a browser. Click on the button that turns your browser on, go to the search engine, go to www.zenescope.com. and figure the rest out for yourself.
And one last thing, we don't have a graphic for it, but November 1st will be our retailer live stream. I believe it is at Wonderland Comics.
November 1st.
It is a completely virtual one.
That's next week.
I know. Oh my gosh, Gary asked already. Oh,
Gary.
I missed your comment. But yes, that is the next
weekend.
Live stream is going to be the November 1st at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Wednesday, New Comic Wednesday. Thursday, Trick or Treat Movie Club. Monday, Coffee with Casey and Noah again. Tuesday. What's on Tuesday?
I think that's when we take a break from streaming.
No. That's November 1st.
Oh, the retailer live stream.
The retailer live stream. We were just talking about.
I didn't know it was a Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday,
It
because
is
Monday's
Tuesday.
October 31st.
Yep.
All Hallows Eve.
All right.
Oh, wait. Now I need to go to Google and type
Absolutely
in
not.
Camden,
Absolutely
New
not.
Jersey,
Absolutely not.
Arcade Fire, because now I got to see when that concert is.
Nope.
'Cause if it's
Absolutely not.
Tuesday, then I can't do Tuesday.
Oh,
We're just going
well.
to have to move it. So go to Google and type in